Welcome back to Jet Force Gemini! Love this game.
I love that intro.
Yes. Fucking Jet Force Gemini.
Also, I fucking love rare games.
Yes. I am also worried that the thing is too loud again. Fixing it. 525. No. It's at the volume it's at before. Well, hey guys. So at the bit of the last minute, and Fat Tony decided something not feeling too well. So instead of doing randomizer, Jet Force. For those that were not around for before, this is it's a damn good game. This is the game that got me to go into video game design and a whole bunch of other stuff. This game's did you get the Mantis? No, I'm not anywhere. Okay, I'm not gonna play this game unless I'm streaming it. You guys are gonna be with me throughout the whole experience of it. So you'll know when we get to Mantis. No, for those as need a quick reminder, we beat the first character's boss, and he's about to go into what is supposedly the final level of the game, but you have to go through the final level of the game with all three characters. So, yeah. I have the other character, but let's finish off what we need to do with Juno. Let's get going.
The majority of my time playing this game has been the multiplayer.
Yes, I was the guy that went and unlocked all the multiplayer extras. Oh boy, I have half health and low ammo. Doesn't that sound fun?
I mean that makes sense, because I never actually owned the game myself. I only ever played it over friends.
I can't believe anyone else actually remembers this game. This is my favorite game on the Nintendo 64. Actually, auto fire will probably do it.
I'm not sure what my favorite game on the N64 might be. It's probably Ocarina of Time, but I mean, that's probably a lot of people's favorite.
So it can't be yours because it's popular?
Well, no.
What kind of logic is that?
Saying, because I like to be edgy and go against what's popular. Nah,
Isn't that hipster? It was before
well,
it was cool or whatever.
Well, I'm just saying in a
coughing
sense. Yeah, but I'm just saying in the sense of it's not really interesting to hear, because a lot of people is all like, oh yeah, I love Ocarina, shit like that, and they're like, that's a really good game, and then the conversation usually ends, and then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I know another game, probably my favorite besides Zelda. This is probably it's funny because it's another rare title. Probably Banjo-Kazooie.
I hate this room. Okay. You need to go. Excuse me if I'm focusing a lot right now. Oh crap.
I get it. Sees all the shooting.
Health. Alright, now don't go over there because that's where the exploding rocket guy is. You ass.
Oh, I'm aware, Blazing Sonic. I'm aware that Banjo-Kazooie is in Smash now. When that shit dropped, I was like, it's about goddamn time.
What?
Oh, you didn't see that guy up there when you were running for the health? I did.
Look at the jig he's doing.
Yeah, I see the jig.
What did I do? How did I get him to do that?
I don't know. It's easy pickings now.
Ah! Where's homing rocket? Please tell me I have homing rocket ammo. I'm too scared to cycle through my weapons in real time. 8. I'll take it.
The thing is, Chad,
Fuck.
I don't own a Switch, so I mean, I'm super excited about Banjo-Kazooie being in Smash finally, but I don't own a Switch, so it's sort of moot.
Yeah, I should have just machine gunned him down. But I got scared. Alright, and that's why you always clear this room first, because then you can come back to this room and just get your health back all the time.
They don't respawn.
If I die 3 times, then everything resets, but I get 2 continues of deaths.
Okay.
Because everything's kind of like you have to do it in a single run type of style.
So
Alright.
you're just gonna keep refilling your shit, or
No. No, I went in to save the teddy bears, and now I'm going to the next room.
I'd love to see a from the ground remake of Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, I'd like to see one too. And not in the style of 2008, because 2008 was a mistake.
Oof. Also, I almost killed that teddy bear.
Oh,
That would have been bad.
Did. You totally did. You were aiming right at it.
Well, they lived, so that's all that matters.
Because, I mean, if you can still have people flock to a Mario-esque game where it's like, you know, go to a world, complete 6 objectives, collect 6 MacGuffins kind of thing. It's like Mario's still building off of that. So if Mario could do it, I'm pretty sure that Banjo could come back and people would be down with that style of gameplay. That's right. That's why I said 2008 was a mistake. They say nuts and bolts does not exist in my mind. Nuts and bolts was an abomination. It's funny because Banjo and Kazooie have had like way more games than most people think. Because there was like,
Oh, holy crap, I missed that when I was doing my playtest to make sure I could play this game. Sorry, continue.
Banjo had like, I mean, his first ever appearance was in like,
No, I'm not killing
like
the teddies.
98 or something. Had to been like
Which one is it again?
Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, that's it.
3rd.
Banjo's first appearance was like Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
And then he had this thing. He had like a demo that came out. Didn't see the light of day very much. And then finally Banjo-Kazooie came out. And then he also had like a pilot game. It's weird. I don't know, Banjo's pilot flight or racing or something. I'm not entirely sure.
I was gonna say pilot. I was gonna say pilot wings, but that's something else.
Yeah. And then he also had a Game Boy game, or no, the pilot one I think was also a Game Boy game, but he had another Game Boy game that was called Grunty's Revenge that was like sort of, I don't want to say top down sort of like angled, sort of like had a similar angle like the Final Fantasy Tactics games when you're in
Oh,
battle.
isometric.
Yeah, isometric. Yeah, it was that. Pretty good, Angel. Pretty good.
I'm good. I'm finally figuring out what was making my car smell like baby shit. I bought my
What?
car. I bought my car from my brother a long time ago, but there's a couple things that he never took out of it. One of them was a whole bunch of antibacterial citrus wipes, and they were just in the car side of the door, and that car door is facing the sun all the time. So you get into your car and you get hot, stinky, smelly, antibacterial citrus. And it made me almost throw up.
Yeah, yeah. That's
No, I'm
not a good thing. No.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oof. Banjo Kazooie or Banjo Tooie?
Ooh.
See, that's a hard decision because I would say almost Banjo Tooie just because they built upon it and you could turn Kazooie into a dragon and various other things.
It was just an extension of the first one. Yeah.
I want to take points away from it for the fact that they technically didn't complete it.
Really? What? What's that story?
There is like.
Oh, are you talking about the stop and swap?
Well, there's a stop and swap, but there's also parts of the game that are. You can see them and you can access some of them, and some of them you can't access, and you need like special items for it that they never created. It's a whole whack of stuff.
Tiger
it was
Ice.
gonna be a much bigger game.
Okay, wow. Yeah, the stop and swap was gotten rid of because of a hardware limitation that Nintendo changed. But the rest of it was, Alright, I didn't know the rest. I didn't know that part. Does Darkon know Tiger Ice Cream? No, I do not. What is that?
It's orange and black licorice.
What?
Yeah. It's like an orange flavor and black licorice.
I know, it's just these guys are making grenade throwing sounds and they're freaking me out.
Oh, okay.
One moment. There we go, they're not making any sounds anymore. Who cares, they're ants. See, you even get full health for destroying all the people that surrendered. That's a weird trend in this game.
You can only usually get tiger ice cream when you go to like an actual like ice cream parlor. Place like Baskin Robbins or some crap like that. I don't usually just have it for sale in like the grocery store or something like that.
That would be why I wouldn't know what it is. Or at least I've never had it.
Like, I'm not a fan of black licorice, but when it's combined with orange, I don't know. There's just something about it. So like I guess it's similar to how I don't like tomatoes unless they're with something else. Because a tomato raw is just, it's too much vinegar for me.
And here I am, and I eat tomatoes like apples.
See, my sister does that too. And, yeah, no, it's not good. I don't like it. But when you, like, slap it like, cut it up and put it in a sandwich, it's fine. When you...
yeah.
When you mash it up and put meat in it, it's fine. Also various spices than pasta.
Alright, so now comes the part where I have to give the unfortunate real answer of...
Oh,
This
be
is one of the,
careful,
this
you're
is
gonna
one of the
make
part,
Blazing
no,
Sonic go crazy.
no, emulator. This is the part where I have to give the unfortunate emulator news, that is, the Floyd missions. Unlike the second boss in the game that crashes this emulator, this one doesn't crash, but it's still a bit of an eyesore. I made it so that I think it's gonna stop flashing like hell, but the entire user interface is going to look messed up, and I didn't have the time to fix it like I'm trying to fix the crash. So if I'm gonna do the Floyd missions on the emulator, then I'll try and see if I can find a way to fix this. But if basically don't look away. Well, no, if it was flashing like it was last time, then I'll tell you all to look away. But this is not what it looked like, because look at that. Like right now, you're supposed to be able to see a timer. The thing is, the sides are not supposed to be flashing like that. It's actually a little nicer right now than it was last time. But yeah, it's really annoying that if I try to, I'm timed when I'm doing this, and if I'm gonna go for the Floyd missions and actually like get the good ranks, I gotta have that timer. I need to know if I'm just wasting my time or if I should just restart or not.
Ah, I see.
So that timer's really important later, but not for this one. So just imagine it not flashing like crazy. The UI not being different.
I mean, it looks decent.
Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't. I'm still doing Jet Force Gemini. Chimichangas? Okay.
Just gonna
Well, while you make chimichangas, something very threatening is gonna show up. You don't need graphics, and you don't even need aesthetics to make something amazing. All you need is very good presentation.
Yeah. Why do you parents not hate you because you like taking medicine? That makes no sense.
What?
Jared?
Because he's eating medicine when he doesn't need to, I guess.
I mean, that's what I'm assuming, but...
Look at this gigantic ass. We're gonna turn this into like a 3-minute cutscene of this thing landing. Wow.
I mean, back then it was like,
Well, yeah, it is. It's still holy shit. It's still holy shit to this day. You look at this thing and you're like, what? You can feel the weight of this thing as it's like trying to stop, and it's having to like slow down bit by bit. And it can't just land. It has to descend and then put on the thrusters again because it's going too fast. You can feel the weight of this thing.
Going?
Yeah, so the current plan is that I'm gonna get to a location called Icor Military Base, and that's the level with the boss that crashes. And I'll take a look at the time and see if I want to actually do the military base. But if not, then I'll call it there, and then I'll come back to Jet Force when I figure out how to get this game to not implode on me. Darth Vader, yeah, like a lot of the music is so much inspired by Star Wars. Like the character select screen is just the Imperial March. It's so obvious that it's inspired by that. So then, like you see that thing. You see that thing land. You show up over here. Why is the square white? I have never seen that before, and I have play tested this area 3 times. How did I make the square white? Anyways, so you come around in this area. It's almost like a Hyrule field of just open nothing, and you're like, wow, look at how long it takes for me to traverse this area. It takes like a minute to walk from one end to the other. A real life minute. And then you're like, well, what's gonna show up here? This thing! And then you get to go up next to it, and it's just that big.
I also get some Starship Trooper vibes from it.
Yeah. Seeing the sucker land was awe-inspiring today? Yes, it was. It was, again, it's awe-inspiring now. ADHD to small details? Yes! No, this is my favorite game of all time. I have probably beaten this game like 20, 30 times from start to finish. I don't know. Again, like, I'm a story writer and, like, sort of a choreographer, so all of this is just... This is where my choreography and love for story started from. So I've picked this thing apart. And there's that GoldenEye little bell jingle. If anyone's played GoldenEye, you'll recognize that little dude. Not yet. I gotta get the other two here. But yeah, Juno, a bunch of them get wrecked.
We need a from the ground remaster of this game on all consoles.
That from the ground is a term I'm not familiar with. Oh, from the ground
like,
up. Okay.
Yeah, from the ground up with assets and shit.
Okay, Doger, would you wanna... That's not gonna happen, Dave.
Save the bears,
Shut up!
the bears.
We already have not a from the ground, but a remake on Rare Replay. If anyone wants to pick up this game, and you have access to Rare Replay, that is the method I would recommend. Rare Replay actually took the dumb... I'm gonna turn it on, actually. I'm gonna show you what I mean by this game has a widescreen mode, and it's just a joke. And Rare Replay made it into a real widescreen.
Rare Replay is...
it's a compilation. It's a compilation disc of a whole bunch of Rare games on the Xbox. I don't know which Xbox.
See, there's like 30 games on it.
Yeah, and one of them is Jet Force Gemini, and that's the only one I care.
It's got Jet Force Gemini, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. It's got various racing games. It's got
Brain fart. Did you already say GoldenEye? Is GoldenEye on there?
I think so. It's got most of Rare's games from
the older days.
Basically, like the Xbox era and around the Nintendo 64 to the Xbox era.
Yeah. Where are my manners? Call me Minge. An Xbox One only. I don't got an Xbox. That's why I got really excited for today's... Aw, no GoldenEye? Aw. Yeah, I had a feeling the copyright on that would have been tricky. The thing I was really excited for was are the controls better? It's still an N64 game. I'm not sure. Final Saber. Did you ever use expert controls with, Jet Force Gemini, or just the normal ones? Was jumping for you the actual A button, or was it the C up? Because expert controls is the reason why I can move forward when in first-person aim mode. So that fixed the... I never had a problem with the game's controls when I figured that out. But the targeting is still way too damn sensitive. Alright, where are my manners? Call me Minge. Worked with the union. They're gonna talk to Mizar. Mizar is not gonna give a crap because he wants to enslave teddy bears. So, what do you want to do? I'm allergic to violence. Yeah, you don't want to do anything. Then why are you here? Go away. Give Mizar a slap from me. That's funny. So, Doger. Where are they? There's a couple in this room. So, did you ever play Jet Force Gemini? Teddy bears.
Yeah,
like them, hate them, want to kill them?
I mean, what have you been doing so far?
Well, you have to save them all in order to beat the game. But a lot of people hate the teddy bears and want me to murder them all. Oh, Juwan wants me to kill all the teddy bears.
Didn't you have to, like, save them in order to unlock the last
Yes,
mission or some
yes. So, he just... Well, I'm asking your opinion. Do you like the kill everything that moves? Do you like the teddy bears fundamentally? No, we're not talking about being able to beat the game and stuff like that.
I think they're fine. I like their models.
Yeah. Again,
When
I
it comes
think.
to the story, I'm not really too.
Oh, are you kidding me? The story is what sold me on them. The story of you show up and you see ants destroy an entire village, and the only thing left is a crying baby. No, I gotta go save every teddy bear in the universe. They're adorable. Kill every last one. In aim mode, I was using expert. I was moving forward in first person mode. In aim mode, yeah. So you were using expert. It's just like you see that. That is me moving my controller the smallest amount in existence. And okay, I'm getting a little better with it. But like sometimes it goes all the way over there, and I'm touching my controller less than what like this wouldn't register on other games, and it's already like all the way over there. And if you go a little bit too far, then she starts to spin. It's like I didn't want her to spin, I just wanted to aim a little bit more to the left, but now you're spinning. So there's quirks about this game. If this got turned into like an actual twin stick shooter, like a third person twin stick shooter, like yeah, then that would be neat. Just have the crosshair on the screen the whole damn time. Control the character with one stick, and then move the other one with the other stick. Kill the teddies, help the ants. You would do that. Well, actually, to be fair, on this specific level, you can't get all the teddy bears until you do what I'm going to call the second pass. So I could totally murder every single teddy bear here, and then it wouldn't matter because I have to come back anyways. Oh, right, widescreen. I got way off track. Alright. Options. So, this game supports widescreen. Doesn't that look great? Hey look, the UI is squished. Hey look, everything is tinier. Yes, I get more screen, but now it's...
Who the hell owned a frickin'...
To be fair, if it wasn't for the user interface, the widescreen would not actually be that bad. Because they get it. All they do is make it so that there's more on the left and the right. But you haven't read the text in widescreen. I can't read the text in widescreen. It doesn't happen.
Never did like
so
widescreen.
It's not widescreen. They zoom the entire game out. They zoom the entire game out, and then put borders around it, and they call it widescreen.
When this game came out, who even had a widescreen TV? Like, really?
Yeah, this is N64, so. Well, the game introduced me to the term. I knew about widescreen from Jet Force Gemini before I knew widescreen from a TV. Oh, that's that Nintendo lag. Here we go. Correctly emulated lag. This level lagged all the time.
The Daves with money had them. If they had money, they wouldn't be Daves.
Yeah, speaking of Daves with money. Yeah, you want to talk about Daves with money? Our Patreon is at a little bit less than $50 away. We're $54 away from $500 a month. That is crazy.
I was waiting for a time to talk about it, but yeah,
No,
that's a great segue.
Yeah, no, because then and that guy just blew himself up and his friend. Good job. At the moment, for those who are not aware, Fat Dog is trying to reach $500 a month on Patreon. We're already at 444, which is one, hilarious of a number, and two, wow guys, thank you so much. But the goal for 500 a month is going to be repaid with Fat Dog Studios starting to work on original content. We've had so many things in the work for years now. Pretty much it went hand in hand with abridging. And yikes. I want to do it. We've worked on this to turn this into an actual studio for so long, and you guys are making that real.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
Yeah. So those that want to help,
so close.
those that are tired of being the Daves with money, if you're tired of being Daves with money and want to be people that turn Fat Dog Studios into a real studio with real work, go over to the Patreon and help us out with that.
Yeah. You can help us out on the Patreon. We're so close.
Yep.
I mean, or less.
Alright, so first room in the game. First room in the game, regular ants. Second room in the game, with only a machine gun just acquired if you do a secret, ants with shields. So you're gonna notice a trend from here on out that the Velva levels are ruthless. During my actual playtests of this area, like I died a lot, and I've done this hundreds of times ago, and this place still wrecks me. So yeah, if a whole bunch of people were probably thinking, oh wow, this game isn't so hard, he killed the boss without like taking a nap. Yeah, that ends when you start playing Velva. And it gets harder because there's one more character, and his levels, by then you kind of get a little used to what the game is expecting you to do. But then you get to the Mantis boss, and the Mantis boss is like, haha, prepare to be stuck here for 2 years, and I was. Well, there was three. Yeah, so they put you in a small corridor with 3 shield guys, and their shields are blocking the only part that you can shoot at them with. There's no way to kill them other than the grenade. So that's not a thing that this game would have done to you up until now. And now the game's like, fuck you, I expect you to know how to play the game. That lag. It's all just because you're here? I don't remember this area being laggy. That made Velva my favorite. Yeah, oh no, Velva stages are one of my favorites, definitely. Very dangerous. You're, I don't think a sweet little lady such as yourself should be, oh, big guns. I see. I love this guy. Hey, look, it's Fish Face. Amazing mining mole. What? Amazing mining mole bros placent. What? Okay. I don't remember reading that. It's a Mario Bros joke. Cool. Oh yeah, this guy's trying to buy the slaves from Mizar. We're gonna go out of business. I need to get more hands to do mining the mine. Hang on the mill. You're one of the crusading hero types. So this guy's stick is, yeah. This guy's stick is, why is this level so damn loud? He wants me to effectively go on a rampage so that Mizar would be more, like, Mizar doesn't want to give up any of his slaves. This guy's like, hey, you should go wreck Mizar's stuff so that Mizar wants to cut a deal with him. Great plan. Kill it with fire. Oh, I would if I could. Nah, Fish Face is an asshole. But he gives Velva the tri-rocket launcher. So, I kinda need him. We'll kill him later.
We'll kill him later. You. Me. Tonight.
Okay. This room. So yeah, Velva's rooms are just kind of filled with, oh my god, so many enemies, nowhere to dodge, how do I survive?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my Father's Day was okay. It was pretty chill. Gave my own dad a call, wished him a happy Father's Day. Would have liked to receive a call from Leo, but they were having a shindig of their own over there.
Alright. Well, if any newfies are in the call, are in the stream, I took my dad out for a Jigs dinner, and that was nice. If you don't know what it is, very old classic Newfoundlander dish. And it's just basically how many boiled things can we put in the pot at once.
Oh, so like what I did yesterday.
Yes?
I just like took all the vegetables in the house and threw them in a pot and boiled them.
Yeah, see how my health is like half and I fucking so much damage. You can't dodge. If I fall down there, it's not instant death, but it might as well be because you can't get back up in time. The only reason I did that was because I wanted to show you guys that this thing is just ridiculous. Most of the time, the best way to take the smallest amount of damage in that room is to just run through it as fast as possible and shoot nothing.
Cheese it.
Pretty much. You eventually learn when to shoot, when not to shoot, which enemies you have to kill, which enemies you don't. Anyone remembers from last stream the Tromfit level, the frickin' zombie level, and how during a certain point I just said, I'm not killing these guys. I'm just gonna run, because none of them matter, except the guys at the very end.
It is a viable strategy.
Yeah, you can kill every single one of them, and you might go positive with health when they drop health when they die, or you might go negative in health and you just wasted your time and ammo. And they're all zombies, so it's not like you're going to be getting your ammo back. They don't have guns to drop. So, yeah, great fun. Oh, I never knew that about Australia. Huh. Is there a reason why it's a different date?
Well, I mean, we have a. Let's see. Can't remember what day it is for us in the States. That's just a different. Oh wait, Thanksgiving is a different day.
Yeah,
for us in the
yeah.
States.
Yeah, from Canada and the States, Thanksgiving is different.
Yeah, so I'm not super surprised.
Oh crap! Nope, this is the room that I died in last time. Run, 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 run. Nope, I'm screwed. I'm not even sure if I want to waste ammo. Nope, should have left it. Yeah, actually, this room is a room I remember so specifically. The actual plan I did back in the day was I would die here intentionally so I could, like, just dying here was just expectation. It was easier to, shoot him a couple times and then die here than it was to try and survive this room. Ugh. And this is the easiest level. Wait, no, I guess Cerulean's easier for Velva, but Icor Military Base. Yeah, that's a thing. That's fun times. So you're probably going to notice as I'm running around, there's sometimes a whole bunch of just pads on the ground that have like a fuel tank on them. So there's two things that you get when you get every character to Mizar's Palace. Every character can then go to every stage, and every character gets equipped with a jetpack. So now it becomes a thing on where can you fly to that you weren't able to go before, and where what gimmicks of certain characters allow you to go to places you weren't able to go either. Juno can walk in lava, Velva can go underwater, and Lupus has a mini jetpack mode that can be done anywhere at any time. So, a lot of the times, you end up doing every single level in the game 3 times to get everything. Which, it's a lot better than it sounds. There's some overlap of doing the same thing, like this. If you want the green key, you have to do this loop to get the green key for every other character. But, other times, a character that can, like, go underwater or go in lava, they usually walk into an entire other zone that the other characters wouldn't be able to see. So it ends up being different enough.
So the jetpack lets you go into those other areas with the other characters?
Yeah. Every character can do the jetpack sections, but only Juno can go in lava, only Velva can go underwater, and only Lupus can do a smaller hover if there's no jetpack area. Not every area has a jetpack symbol.
Hey Yoshimi, how's it going? Doing well? Yeah, you doing well.
Righty who. Actually on that's actually a funny part that I just remembered. One of Velva's what? Why did he... Who else did I kill? Oh, the guy up there killed himself. That's funny. I saw his gun. Well, one less thing I gotta care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys on the ground are the ones that I need to kill specifically. Yeah, this is another one where you have to kill the guys on the ground, but the guys attempting to block your path above, you can just ignore all of them and just leave the level.
So it's kind of like Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah. You don't have,
sort of.
You just have to get, most of the time you just have to get to the end of the level. You don't have to kill everything. You can, if it's in your way and it helps, but you don't have to.
Yeah. Like in Donkey Kong, it was way more than just 3 characters, though. But yeah, each individual character had...
Oh, that's what you meant by Donkey Kong, yeah.
Certain areas that they can go into. I never beat Donkey Kong 64 all the way through. Although, the copy of the game that I had like... I don't know... on the memory card or something that I had, it had... Was there memory cards in that? I can't remember if there's memory cards or it was saved right to the cartridge. But either way, there was like already a save on the thing. Okay, well, there was a save already on the thing that had like the character was right before the end boss. So I was able to not get everything in the game, but actually see the end boss. The end boss is actually really hard. It's like a boxing match with King K. Rool, but you're expected to go multiple rounds. I didn't realize that at first. And, like, kicked my ass the first couple rounds, and I'm just like, oh, well, shit. Like, I guess I can't beat him. It's weird.
Alright, let's get it in. Yeah. I just randomly remembered, one of her levels, the level I'm about to go into, this is the only level in the game, the one coming up, that you never have to repeat ever. The multiplayer unlock totem, the weapons acquired in it, and getting all the tribals, You can do all of it in one run. Coming back here with multiple characters does nothing. Dark on you, get to kill the fishies. Actually, I can't do that anymore. Juno is currently locked in... Juno is currently locked in Mizar's Palace, and I have to get all 3 characters there before I can play as Juno again. So, until I get Juno back, I don't have access to the level with the fish.
I see. Oh, I had some spicy food a moment ago. Now I'm all out of water.
Oh no, don't tell me you're gonna go on bathroom explosion binge just like the rest of our friends.
I'm not gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go get a drink of water real quick.
Good.
I'll be right back.
Well, look at that, a gold bar. I wonder how I knew that was there. I wonder what that's used for. It's not like I've played this game 5 bajillion times. Alright. Your heads. Your ass. Really? What exactly would you say is the weapon Ratchet and Clank stole? I mean, this is just gun. This is just pistol. This is a gun. This is kind of a unique looking thing that charges up and goes compute. Like, I could totally see the inspiration. Running animation. This. Design. Yeah, I guess the legs move a little bit. I don't know. I think they'll, like, bobbing back and forth and looks pretty fine. I don't know what's up with the thing. I don't know why the running animation, why you think it's funny. Oh, wait, I don't talk to you yet. I have to go get the other gold bars. Hi, I have to try rocket launcher. Go buy it. Yeah. Okay, so I need to go get the gold bars and then come back. Yeah, I can see why Ratchet and Clank would be inspired by the landing things, but unless I saw like a side-by-side comparison, like, it's a spaceship landing. Like, how is it that similar that it's directly from this game? So maybe I'd understand a little bit more if I saw like very specific landing things and then comparing them to certain landing things here. Yeah, people get inspiration all the time. I would not be surprised at all if they're inspired by Jet Force Gemini. Alright, gold bar 2. Alright, so you see, here's this part of the game that drove me crazy for so damn way too long. So, welcome to this gigantic-ass Hyrule Field looking thing. Look at how long it takes me to traverse this from one end to another. And look at how much nothing is here. So, the game tells you, hey, go find 3 gold bars. And then it throws you out in this. And you're thinking, well, what if a gold bar is like there? Anywhere. So then you start combing over every single piece of this. I did this. I would run all the way to the corner and then go up a little bit, then run all the way back, and I like combed this entire whatever the hell rock you want to call this piece of crap. I found everything. And where's the gold bars? Well, there's one at the very start. There's one over by that little landmark that you can see. And I always forget where the third one is. I thought it was over there. But all the gold bars are next to landmarks. They're not out in the middle of nowhere. And the rest of the entire level is just designed to waste your time. So welcome to another round of this is my favorite game of all time. Holy crap, do I hate this game. I swear, every time I would play this when I was a kid, and it was the go find the gold bars, even though the gold bars never change, I would take like an hour trying to figure out where they are. Let's see if I do any better this time around. Like, is it in this thing? This thing's all in the middle of nowhere on its own. That I already have all 3 gold bars and I forgot. Yeah, you see, I already picked up all 3 gold bars and, ick. So then you gotta run all the way back on this completely barren, nothing's here, nothing ever spawns, nothing ever whatevers. So I'm glad that I have turbo. Hi, give me the tri-rocket launcher. Gotta go fast. Alright, righty-ho. The tri-rocket launcher is a go. The fuck you and everything around you gun. Yeah, that's exactly, specifically the only thing that the tri-rocket launcher is.
How much ammo does it have?
5.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You get more. But in the meanwhile, it's 5.
Ooh, you need some health.
Yes, I am well aware. There's full health. There's full health plus health upgrade. Here's the homing rocket. I am tired of this level and I'm turboing it.
Yeah, turbo's nice.
Oh, look at this giant room. Pistol upgrade. Nothing else in it. Okay. Oh, hey, look. Bad guys.
And a map would be nice in this area.
Oh, I thought the missile was gonna get him for sure. Would you ever play Destiny? Probably not. It sounds like mega shoot grind stuff, and those games I get addicted to way too hard. So for my own sanity, I probably would say no. That's one of the great things about 14. 14, much to a lot of people's gripes, but to a lot of my thankfulness, you can only do so much end-level stuff in 14 generally at a given time. It's designed so that people that are behind can catch up a little better and not get so swamped away from people that can play like bajillion hours a day. But for me, it gives me a great, well, I guess that's the end of what I'm doing today, stopping point. And I don't even have to, like, think about it. It's just, do X amount a day, doing more is just, I gotta divide out what I want to do over the week. If I do Destiny, I'm probably gonna find something like, if something like the Destiny loot cave happened and I was playing the game, I would be in there for 3 days without sleep. I can't do that.
I played Destiny for a bit.
What did you think about it?
Well, I played it when it first came out, and it was pretty fun, but when it comes to games that are sort of MMO-y, I don't really get very far unless I'm playing with a group.
Yeah.
Like with Final Fantasy 14 here.
Well, yeah,
So
'cause
I
the
never
reason...
really got that far.
Okay.
And then I remember like after it'd been out for a couple years, a friend of mine was like, "Oh, you should come play and stuff." And so I bought the game I had like bought the new DLC to join him and stuff, and played with him for a couple months, and it was fun. But you know, I'm super big into Destiny, I guess. I'm just not super big into shooters, really. I don't know, think about it.
And that is a terrible, terrible grenade throw, you idiot. So, I've told people about this in the past, where I would play this game and getting the enemies to kill themselves with grenades was almost like it was a treat to see. It would happen, but it wouldn't happen that often. And ever since I started streaming, they do nothing but blow themselves up with their own grenades.
You think it might be the emulator?
Well, no, even when I play tested the emulator for bug testing purposes, they don't do it. Yeah, that was the worst throw ever of all time. Ah, good old red versus blue. That was the worst throw ever of all time. But yeah, even when I was bug testing this game to figure out is the crash still happening on the emulator, they don't kill themselves with grenades. They don't even use grenades. And then as soon as I start streaming, there's grenades everywhere. And when there's that many grenades, they're gonna screw it up. I'm either gonna hit the grenade and then it's gonna blow up in their hand, or they're gonna throw it at their own friend and then they're idiots. Wait a minute. As I said, this is one of the... Yeah. So look at that. Look at that the little shits. There are so many people... There are so many people that will play this game and never beat it because they can never find all the tribals. Look at this. This is the end of the level. If you walk straight forward for like half a second, the level ends. You have to push yourself across this wall to prevent the end of the level trigger and get behind that pillar to get the tribals. Oh no, okay, this one they actually... Nope, see? Because if you get too close to the ship, then the level ends, you gotta do it all over. That's horrible.
That's a pain in the ass.
Because you gotta do it all in one run. And I have now noticed something... Oh, that was horrifying. I have now noticed something even more horrifying. We are 1 hour into the stream.
Yeah.
I'm at the military base. This is where the game crashes.
Oh.
So, new plan. because of how this game works with save locations, I am going to get to the boss and then I'm going to make a save state. And then I am going to try, live, to find a way to get this game to not crash.
Okay.
And if we do it, then we do it. And if we don't do it, then I'll come back to it. But be warned, when I get there, I'm very damn serious. I'm going to make a seizure, like epilepsy warning. Because I do not know how bad the flashes are going to be on what I gotta do to beat this thing. I'll do it normally so you guys get to see the boss up until the game crashes. If the game suddenly decides to not crash, I'm not gonna complain. But I'm gonna go up until the game crashes, and the game crashes basically when the boss can't defeat me anymore, which is the greatest. And then I'm just gonna mess around with the settings live until we run out of stream time. And if it works, it works, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna work on it off stream. And then when I find an emulation set, look, they did it again!
Kablamo. Dun, 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 dun.
They did it again! Why? Why does this keep happening when I stream?
I mean, just makes it easier on yourself.
Why? I don't want it to be easy. Okay. So yeah. I'm going to get to the boss before this hour's up. So, just letting everyone know about the plan. Letting everybody know about the in advance epilepsy warning if I start messing around with other things and they don't work out. And, like, it might not happen. The thing that causes a lot of the epilepsy things was me messing around with the settings on this plugin. I'm gonna try a different plugin. What was the first thing you proudly did as a programmer? That's a good question. So, everybody should probably know about the game chess. But a lesser known, I guess, variant, I would call, of chess is a Japanese take on it called shogi. And with shogi, you're able to put the pieces you capture back on the board. What I did for one of my programming finals for college was I programmed a game shogi. It's not just the fact that the pieces moved where they're allowed to move and the pieces don't move where they aren't allowed to move. I made it so that if you put your cursor on top of a set piece, any of the pieces, the game would highlight in green all of the valid locations you can move that piece, and it would also highlight in red, you would be able to move here, but there's a reason you can't. Most likely one of your friendly pieces is blocking it. So everything would be green up to, like a diagonal piece, everything would be green up until the point where it can't go any further, and then it would be red on the piece that's preventing you from going forward, and then that would show you, even if you didn't know shogi at all, never did anything with this game before, you'd understand, oh, I have to move this piece first before I can have the other piece go all the way. So, yeah, my greatest programming accomplishment, my first greatest programming accomplishment, was making the more complicated to program shogi game fully functional for my final for college. Japanese chess, basically. As I said, the biggest difference is you can put pieces back on the board. Any piece that you capture from your opponent goes in your, like, little chest. And you can, instead of moving a piece, you can put a piece back on the board. And, yeah, That's just crazy and fun. Oh yeah, it was yeah, I learned a lot trying to get the UI helping assister with the green and the red working. That was my funnest first accomplishment. But then there was also putting the pieces back on the board. You're not supposed to be able to put a pawn on another column as another pawn, not row, column. So I had to program that in too, where if you put your cursor over a pawn, it had to show you what valid locations are for the pawn. Any piece could be put anywhere on the board in any position, but pawns, because of how easy they were to acquire, had to be different. And oh yeah, and also shogi pieces, when they get to the end of the board, it's effectively like becoming a queen. They have their own version of that. But if you capture a piece that became like shogi's version of the queen, they don't stay as a queen. They revert back to the original piece that they were. So not only do I have to keep track of what the piece currently is, I have to keep track of what the piece was originally, in case it gets captured. So yeah, I picked shogi specifically because it was a pain in the shit to program, and I wanted to see if I could do it. And I did. Oh boy, did I. One of the things I've been meaning to do is to go back to that shogi program and convert I did it in Unity. I want to convert the program to one of the newer Unities, because they updated how multiplayer worked for Unity from when I went to college. So I want to try and get my shogi program, like, working with multiplayer. I could sell that as is if I make that work, because I had both the text that's on shogi pieces as well as a made up pictures for universal stuff. Oh yeah. Once I start talking about like the rules and the things that I had to program, because it's all numbers. And I have to be able to do those numbers every single time you go over every piece. Every time you hover over a piece that can go any number of spaces forward, the game has to check every forward direction and then go green, 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 and as soon as it hits one red, go red, red, red for the rest. Oh, I still have that program. I'm gonna turn that into a thing that, like, put it on Steam or something. I'll clean it up, get better graphics on it, and then it's shogi for beginners. Because I designed it for people who do not know how to play shogi to understand it by visuals alone.
Yeah, it's all
Make Doger play it tomorrow. Very possible. Very possible. As long as Doger is okay with him telling me what his move is, and then I make it for him on my screen, I can do that. You and I could play it like now. It's not gonna be clean. It's not gonna be overly fun to look at, but it functions.
interesting.
I like to program, don't know where to start. Start with Hello World. If you don't know what that means, go look it up. The program that I used to get started was, well, for me to get started, it was just, like, command prompt and a whole bunch of other stuff. But, the program would be, oh, you already know Hello World? Okay, you're already a step in the right direction. Yeah. From there, it's, Visual Studios is the program that I used. That or Unity or the Unreal Engine. And then just pick one of those up and dick around in it. The best way to learn programming in that, like that, is to just pick up a thing and start doing stuff. There's a lot of starter packs for Unreal Tournament, the Unreal Engine. Just open one of those up and just mess with it. See what it would take to make a guy jump, and then, yeah, seriously, dick around with it. Open up an already pre-made program and make a character jump, and then screw with the program until the character doesn't know how to jump anymore, and then figure out how you broke it. Force Gemini for a second. Welcome to the child's nightmare. This room would take me half an hour as a child because I did not understand timing. I did not understand timing, and I did not have the best reaction time. But yeah, if you ever hear a programmer just say, like, just start doing programming, that's the not helpful way of phrasing what I just said. Find a thing on Unity or Unreal that you can open, and then just poke the code until it breaks, and then unbreak it. And then if you figure out how to unbreak it, then, well, you know programming. Alright, so that one goes immediately. This one goes fake, real push. Fake, real push. Fake, real push. And I almost fell off because I'm telling you, it's so tight. I'm gonna go slow push, fast push. Slow poke the code. Yes, exactly. Slow push, fast push. Slow push. Okay. And again, look at that. You see those guys over there? There's no flight. There's no flight in this zone. So I have to come back here and do this. Keep it coming. It's getting fun here. Yeah. Real fast push, fast push. 3 fast push. Hate this room. Because I just want to go and get it over with, but if you go fast, then it kills you. And it doesn't even kill you, it just pushes you off. It's like, haha, try again.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, yeah. One, 2, 3, go. Jump! And I always jump just in case I get to, like, grab the edge or something. Now, welcome to not the child's nightmare, but holy crap, this is too sensitive. So I have to step on this. Characters don't stop. If I have momentum, then they have to, like, slow down. So I can slip off this. And, sounds electrical marine engineer, like to develop a survey program for scanning pipes and systems. Ooh, that's interesting. But yeah, so I have to get on these platforms and then get off of them in time for the thing to stop. And the only reason that this is working out as well as it is because I've done this a lot. This is one of the rooms that I practiced off screen. On a different thing. Just cause it sucks if you don't. It really does. Oh wait, no, I need to get that green. And look, I can't even see where the green is because the camera zooms down, angles down too far. So I have to take a guess at where the position of the green is before I can do anything. So a lot of the time, I'm moving these things blind. And the only reason it's working is because I've done it enough that I just know where it is. No, green is too. See, look at that. Now I missed it. Because as soon as it gets to the point where it'll be a perfect lineup, that is the exact point when it starts going back the other direction. There's no wait time on it, and there's no going a little bit too far. It goes immediately perfect. That's what you want, and then I'm already heading back before you can get off it. So it's a good game, I swear. It's just there's some things about it. Man. There's just some things about this game that's like, but why though? Oh, crap baskets.
Hmm.
There's a ammo increase down here somewhere. Yep. And it's a homing missile upgrade, so I really can't miss that. So now I have to figure out how to do this all again.
Ooh.
Okay, not that one. Red's fine. Yellow comes over here. Oh yeah, if I'm not getting the teddy bears, then I can just go over. Oh yeah, this music is this is Rare, man. Rare made the greatest songs ever. Go look up Banjo.
Yeah.
Go look up the Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. Go look up Goldeneye. Go look up Cradle from Goldeneye. And yes, you can land on those and try to get over to a certain area, but you're really not supposed to without Lupus. So I need Pup.
Yeah. Also DK. There's a lot of good
Oh yeah,
ones.
yeah, Donkey Kong Country. I forgot. Yeah, that's Rare.
I mean, I played Donkey Kong Country on stream months ago.
Homing missile increase. Turbo, all everything. Favorite map in GoldenEye 64? Obviously Facility. You get to shoot the guy on the toilet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. See, one of my favorite things to do with GoldenEye is I had a Game Shark, and I fucks around with it and unlock some sweet ass shit for multiplayer, and it involved the facility. And what I ended up doing is, you know, in multiplayer in the facility in GoldenEye, you get to a certain point and there's a door that you can't access further. You can't go to the next part because
It's designed for the single player and not for multiplayer.
yeah, exactly. It's designed for single player, not multiplayer. It cut off half of the facility. So using a cheat that basically lets you walk through any wall, or I mean not wall, any door, you just walk through closed doors, you could get through it.
Oh, isn't there
And
actually like ammo boxes on the other side of Facility?
well, in the multiplayer, that part of the facility doesn't have any ammo or anything like that. But I would like, well, me and my buddies would put on the code, and we had the rest of the facility like to play in. Pretty awesome.
Excuse me, I have to try rocket launcher everything. Oh, holy crap, you're not dead? Okay, I'm mad.
Blammo.
What? Where'd that missile go? Where is it going? Uh-oh! What did I do, guys? It was floating out, spinning around in the middle of nowhere.
Secret walls and vents.
Alright.
I know which one you're talking about. I think it starts with a C. I know. Yeah, that's the one where you.
Oh, yeah, that was a multiplayer only map. Yeah, that wasn't one of the maps that was based off of the thing. Yeah, I know I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it because it's not a single player level. What the fuck am I seeing? You are seeing ants get annihilated. The ants enslaved the teddy bears, and I'm gonna go kill them. There's your plot synopsis.
It's a level. I thought it was a single player level, but
Okie dokie.
I know it's also a level in Perfect Dark.
Yeah, it was popular enough that Perfect Dark made it changing the guy. Alright, so I'm gonna answer a question that was from before, and then we get to crash the game! So, somebody asked, Darkon, why is your name Darkon Full Power? It is both interesting and not interesting. All the way back in, I don't remember, there's a website that had both horrible things and not horrible things on it called newgrounds.com. And I watched the not horrible things on the website. And I wanted a username that I would never have to change again, ever. If you're in the same room, you have another controller that plays Lloyd. Oh, that would be a great idea. I unfortunately have nobody that would be, I would want to have for Floyd. But yeah, if Doger was, for whatever reason, over at my place instead of just over the internet, then yeah, I could potentially do something to get Floyd working.
I was wondering.
But
about
you would have to bring a controller and a USB. Back on track. On newgrounds.com, there was this really old Flash video that you can probably still find. It was a Dragon Ball Z, like, knockoff type thing. It was stick figures. And it was like Goku and Vegeta fighting insert new villain here. Or something. And the guy eventually released a teaser trailer for what was going to be part 4. The animation quality was getting a lot better. It was almost of a it was almost like Killing Spree level of holy crap, the animation quality went up. If anyone remembers the Flash series, Killing Spree. But it never went beyond the teaser trailer. But in the teaser trailer, the character that was his original character finally got a name in the subtitles. And it was Darkon. And I looked at that and I was like, hey, that's a neat name. But I also want something that would never be taken by another user ever. So I added, at sheer, like, 10-year-old whimsicalness, Full Power to the end of Darkon. The only reason that it was Darkon Full Power was because I wanted something that no one would ever take from me by coincidence. You would have to mean it to take that username before I would sign up for a website. So that's the actual answer. I wanted a forever unique username. And one that was not just numbers at the end. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like putting numbers at the end.
Okay, so save state 1. Oh boy. Let's crash the game, guys.
Let's do it.
Oh, I hate this boss too. The other boss, you could just kind of figure it out or, like, shoot the bats or whatever. This thing, like, shits on you from the roof somehow, and then the shit explodes. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I have 2 save states. I have a save state before I enter the room, in case this doesn't work out at all. And then I'm going to mash the start button to get us to pause and get a save state right at the beginning of this boss. Well, actually, Shift F2. I know when the cutscene ends, so I'm going to put a save state right before the cutscene ends. And then I'm going to use that for changing the plugin. Oh no, this is not epilepsy warning yet. This one should function normally, but it'll get to a point where the emulator will freeze. once the emulator crashes for the first time, I'm gonna make the just in case epilepsy warning. Also, that's the boss. Also, what am I looking at? You weren't kidding about the ants? No.
You nasty motherfucker.
No, this thing is disgusting. Yeah. So the worst thing about this one is that the boss will eventually get to a state where the boss can't hurt me anymore, but then she just runs around bleeding and exploding everywhere. Okay, never mind. Epilepsy warning immediately. Got it. Oh, wait until Lupus's final stage. I am aware. Yeah, this isn't even the hard boss. Alright, I have to remember what I did to make this not explode. Because there's a way... There's a setting that if you change on... There's a setting on if you change on Glide N64 that makes the game unplayable outside of this boss fight. But in this boss fight, you have to turn it off or you're gonna get what you just saw. So, alright, let's try this again. Reboot core. F2. Way worse! Ooh! We're doing it live!
I'm just gonna turn away.
I'm definitely doing the epilepsy warning right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my eyes squinted and turn it. It's not so bad right now.
Yes, but it's still flickering way... It's not supposed to be flickering at all! Okay, the flicker stopped-ish? No. Fuck. So this specifically is the reason that I wanted anything else other than the emulator. One moment.
Well, you blew up its ass. That's one thing.
Yeah.
You're playing the Bethesda version, I see.
Pretty much.
That's a good...
Wow, I actually died to the boss. Wait a minute. Fun fact, out of all my tests, I've never died to the boss before. And now... Oh, how did I do this? You see that white box? I've been trying to get the reticule to be white box forever, because... That's nice. It's nice, it's there, you can see it. No, there it goes. See, because certain things, I can't see the reticule if I'm... I've never died to the boss before, though. That's a first for me. Oh wow, never mind. That did one entire circle of my health. There we go, much better. Alright, yeah, the trick is you gotta go over to the corner, that's where she'll drop shit. And then... I will remind everyone, this is the easy boss. Or, well... It gets worse. Okay, that's all the guns. Now, the next time she tries to do something, the game will crash. There it goes. So as soon as I kill all her arms, it tries to do something, and then there goes BizHawk. This game's boss to give you no second chances. The very first boss in the game for Juno, if you know what you're doing, is like hilariously easy. All the other bosses in this game are earth-shatteringly difficult. And the only reason that I'm able to do what I'm able to do against them is because I've practiced these my entire life. So, welcome to Darkon Goes on a Plug-in Journey for Jet Force Gemini. I have half an hour to find something that works. Alright. Glide Mark II. You're up. The reticule does not exist. I am shooting blind. Even shooting blind, I can still make my marks. Look at how clean this looks now, though. But I have no target reticule. And I'm still doing it. I have no health. The UI is gone, but I'm still doing it. Oh, the game looks so clean now, though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, I got him with the homing missile. So hopefully the homing missile will make up for the fact that I can't see. But I can't play the game, like, you see what I mean by, like, I want to play the game like this, but I have no target reticule. I can't aim.
Yeah. You can't,
So, it still crashed.
Oh. Turkey. Who needs a crosshair?
Huh, maybe it is an Emu Hawk thing. But Emu Hawk's one of the few things that I already have that supports Glide N64. Most of them are Glide 64, and that's different. And none of them have the damn crosshair, and they can't get the rain right. This is the closest emulator to getting the game the way it actually visually looks, but it crashes. Oh, I really don't want to have to switch emulators. That would mean I have to do the whole thing over. Is this really an emulator problem? Damn it. I was really hoping it was not. Plugins. Glide 64. Reboot core. F2. Okay, I can't see shit.
Whoa.
Okay, so Glide 64 will not work. At all.
Sure, Juan. Whatever you say.
What's going on? Dogger is helicopter. Okay, so I do have one other plan, but it's a pretty shit plan. The plan is give myself infinite health and infinite ammo and just fire at it and hope that I kill it before it does the move. That actually is something that I am considering. Because I beat the boss. I killed all 4 of its arms. As soon as it takes enough damage from there, its head explodes and it can't even drop the poops anymore, and it just flies around in a helpless state until I kill it. It's actually pretty sad. But... Okay, this is Rice. Oh! Whoa!
Whoa, after images like crazy.
But will it crash? That's all I care about. I just know where to put my stick. Oh!
Holy crap.
I can't believe this is working. Kinda, not really. Oh, oh, oh. Come on. Nope, not body yet. Now body.
No ridicule now to all ridicules.
Yeah. Okay, come on, drop the poops over here.
Alright, shoot the bitch. Get her.
Working on it. Okay, one gun arm left. Still got the gun arm. I'm gonna... Oh, I might die. Alright. Damn it! No, that's every plugin. It's an emulator problem. No! I don't understand. Dark on Psi intensifies. So what other emulators in existence supports? So what other emulators support the Glide N64 plugin?
I do not know.
There was one that I was aware of, but it doesn't even have a graphic user face. I'll have to figure out how to like use Python to get it to run. I'll do it. It's just I gotta get another emulator and get all the way back to where I was. It's gotta be an emulator problem.
You got Windows 10, right?
Yeah?
Interesting. And you're on a laptop?
Yes, that shouldn't matter.
You have a disk drive?
No. Why?
Okay. Because I was thinking you might want to get a copy of the rear replay. So with Windows 10, you should be able to play it on your computer.
The other alternative is for somehow just get a... Because I have my N64. All I need is a capture card and something to plug it into the computer, and I'll just play this on...
Yeah.
Like, I'll play this on the N64. I'll totally do this all again on N64.
You need a capture card.
Man... I'm just so sad.
Yeah, it's a real bummer.
I figured I would just have to change the plugin and then the... Okay, so I guess that raises another question. That makes me wonder if it is a plugin issue. Cuz if I've been through everything but it crashes anyways, then if it's not the plugin, what can I do a different thing? Could you not Jet Force Gemini right now? Yeah, this is the other sad thing about this game because it's so I bet you could program it to work. I considered that. I really, really did, but you also have to remember that a lot of these people are also programmers that have worked on this for a long time. Alright, so I'm going to attempt plan cheat, and if plan cheat still crashes, then I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, go for it.
So we're gonna go infinite health, infinite ammo. I am going to try rocket launcher the balls out of this thing, and I'm gonna see if I can kill it before it does stuff. Because I only have 15 minutes before it's 2 hours, and my streams are always 2 hours. So let's give this a try. Max ammo cluster bomb, max ammo flares. What? Where's max ammo try rocket launcher? That's the only thing I care about. Have gun modifier. Try rocket launcher. Infinite try rocket launcher ammo. Tools. Cheat code converter. What? I don't need a convert. I need a cheat. Do I need to use the converter? Well, let's figure this out. What the shit does rapid... Oh, rapid fire pistol? No, I don't need that. Homing gun, I think you mean...
Dance your voodoo dance to make it work. Alright, hold on a
Hey,
sec.
hey, if that's what I need to do, I'll do it.
When I hear success, I'll flip over.
I'm gonna flip over when I see success. Alright. Cheats are there. Cheats should be active. Let's give this a try. Oof. I hit the thing. Nothing happens. Oh. Helps if the game is not paused.
Oh, there we go. All of the death.
I could not find infinite health, but I don't care. Also, that was half my health in one go. Okay, so I can't do that. I still have to dodge and stuff. The worst part is you can hit yourself with your own rockets, and then you just get wrecked.
Why? By hitting the surface close to you or something?
Oh, yeah, because they explode. They explode like a grenade.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
this is gonna
back to
happen.
the drawing board.
I can kill them very fast, but I think as soon as the last gun breaks, I think the boss goes invincible again. Unless I missed, but I doubt I missed.
Hmm. Just freeze. Yeah, it froze again. It's not frozen right this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you poor little emulator. Why you no work?
Yeah. And again, as I was trying to say from before, it's it's such an old and kind of unknown game that nobody really, one, nobody really tests it, and two, the uh it's an a later in the N64's lifespan game, so it uses so many damn tricks that are like the hardest possible to be emulated.
Well, I mean, if it worked, one, I would. But I doubt it at this point.
So, as far as I am aware, I've exhausted everything that I could think of for this current emulator. I even tried switching the thing over to pure interpreter instead of just interpreter, and that imploded on me. I wonder if I just turn off a whole bunch of just random shit, if it would just work. So at this point, I'm just toggling every single option in existence and then praying that it doesn't crash.
Okay.
Because there's more than just the stuff that I was talking about from before. I don't have infinite ammo. I don't care to do this properly anymore. You have wasted my time.
You have wasted my time. It's time to Shrek your face.
Yes. Yes, it is. You have indeed wasted enough of my time. Copy. Paste. Convert. Save. Cheat this time. Save as. Don't give a shit anymore. I don't even give enough of a shit to aim. Why is it not working? I'm mad. Okay, so that one works. Why does the other one not work? Save. Oh, that flickering shit.
Alright.
Yeah. It almost makes you wonder if, like, the mega death flicker would make it not crash, and I just have to get through epilepsy to fight the boss.
Party up in here.
Yeah, he's... No. I got one hit off on the head, so it is possible for me to get past the point where it'll crash. But it would, like, require perfect aim. And the homing rockets will not help with that, because the homing rockets want to circle around like idiots.
And it always crashes at the same point when you get rid of all the arms.
Yeah, yeah. So it's trying to do a move, and it's exploding when it tries to do the move. Well, the best part about the crashes is that I can test something, and if it goes wrong, then it doesn't save what I altered. Oh, I wonder. Was this the thing that I did originally to make it stop flickering like crazy? It won't stop the crashes, but... What? Why did the save state save there? Okay. Okay, so now I'm on this one. I got the flickering to stop because I turned off the one thing.
Almost there.
No, it's not almost there.
I mean, almost to the point where, yeah.
No. I can do it! It is entirely possible for me to do it. The worst part is I have to turn off the emulator every single damn time. It is entirely possible for me to luck out on this. I've confirmed that with what I just tested. And then plugins, and then... So I hit disable info. If I reboot the core, then reopen JetForce, and then close BizHawk, and then open BizHawk again, then it should keep it. So now it's just a matter of cheesing the shit out of it till it works. Also, I cannot find an infinite health code. That's interesting.
Yeah. That is odd, I suppose.
Alright, so at this point, I just have to not care about my health and just go straight for damage at all times. And pray that it doesn't move around too much. Yes! Suck it! So for those who are I was trying to show off what I wanted to show off, but I can't show it off without just immediately destroying this thing. So, you kill its head. You kill its head, but its body keeps flying around. You have to get a single pistol shot on it after you kill its head to kill it for good. And until that point, it flies around like a lunatic, and then that's it. Woo, we did it! So I told you, I was 1 or 2 hits away from killing the boss. I'm not cheating. I wrecked it, and the only reason that it didn't work out was because it pulled the plug on me like a child. To my understanding, that is the only time this game crashes like that.
Let's hope. 'Cause now that you've defeated the end boss, the glitch, move on to the rest of the game.
Yes. Oh, I was so scared that that was going to be the end of JetForce Gemini. Lupus! Puppy! Puppy has a gun on its back! Darkon, you still cheating? No, fuck up.
I like how she falls to the ground because that was as tough a battle for her as it was for us.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Lucas. Yeah, send the dog to go do the dirty work.
Dog's more reliable.
Apparently.
Alright. How do I get rid of all this ammo?
You turn off the
I'm
cheat and you just used it.
remove all. Save. Oh, you see that? Okay, this is so what I did, it's called look, you see how my cursor's squished on the corner?
Yeah.
See, that is what the game is like in every location other than where I was just at. So, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So now I have to go back into plugin, frame buffer, disable frame buffer info. You have to have frame buffer info in order for all the cool stuff of Jet Force Gemini to function, except during that boss. See? This is what happens with the frame buffer info. So, there's like frame buffer info yes and frame buffer info no, and you need both to get the reticule to be correct. Like, even this is like, you should be able to read the numbers, but the numbers are unreadable. Like, that's a 2, that's a 4, and like, it becomes nothing eventually. Yeah, I'm probably gonna like go eat a sandwich or something and waste all that ammo. Did I do the same homing rocket? Okay, homing rocket never worked. Okay, that's good. Oh, by the way, look at this. Reusing assets. This is the room that we were in before. That was originally an entrance, but now it's nothing. It's all just wide open nothing. But this is exactly the exact same stuff as the room that I was in before, but they removed the doors. And they added that one little corridor. Because reuse assets. Oh.
It's a hell of a way to end the 2 hours.
Yeah, so I now have access to Lupus. But hey look, it's the exact same landing sequence you've seen before. I gotta get rid of this ammo somehow.
You're just gonna blow yourself up in the
Bugs!
process.
Die! So that's what I mean by the tri-rocket launcher has one problem. The gun shoots one of the rockets at the ground. One rocket shoots single, but the other spiral. So one of them hits the ground and kills you.
You're gonna be shooting for a while.
He threw
There
a
you
grenade
go.
at me. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. Welcome to the other childhood memories. I cannot believe this. Time to be here for 3 hours. Welcome to a maze where there's no threats, no enemies, you can't die. Also, the maze, you can't use the left-hand rule because the left-hand rule will send you in an infinite loop. And everything looks the damn same. Doesn't that sound fun? This is the other reason I wanted to do this on emulator. Because I'm just going to turbo through this until I figure out how the hell I get out. So yeah, I believe this is actually the first time people have seen... Get the thing! Stop floating! Thank you. This is the first time that people have seen her underwater. So, look at that. Hey, look, mini skirt. Hey, look, underwater section. Hey, look.
Yeah, she's the only character that can go underwater, too.
No, I mean, why make them do swim like that with skirt? What were
Exactly.
What were you thinking?
Exactly.
As stupid as it is, and as much as I complain about it, this is a kid's game.
Growing kids.
Yeah. So welcome to Darkon Goes in a Circle for 5 hours. Is this what happens if you go left, 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 left? You find the exit immediately, and I'm a fucking idiot. Where's the rest of the... So then there's the other thing on... In here is... Is there teddy bears to save in here? I don't think so. No. Flume. 0 of 6. No, I went back. Yeah, that was the entrance into this from where I came from. So that's not where I needed to be. And there's ammunition increases in here, which is really helpful. So it's not like you just want to just do it and then leave. You want to explore every inch of this place. I think I remember making a map on a piece of paper on all of these damn turns. Also, yeah, also, it's not just like a flat maze. Some of it goes up and underneath itself. I figured that out when I did the damn, when I wrote it on a piece of paper. So that's the actual end. I think I got everything. And I'm a little too nervous to go check. Well, if I miss stuff, it's just gonna be ammunition upgrade. I can come back to that. Get up there. Oh, here's another thing that you can only do if you're really careful. If you float straight up and not just like full speed swim, she'll squirt water out of her mouth, because that's cute.
What will I play tomorrow? Probably Monster Prom or Dead Island, depending. Because if Tony's not feeling well still, definitely no Monster Prom. So yeah, one of those two.
Actually, I can do this from here. Alright, so while I burn all of my ammo and prepare to wrap the stream up, thank you so much, you guys, for being patient enough with me through seizure warning to do that. Why did I stop shooting? What happened? That was crazy. And yes, Final Saver, you remember exactly what, the lupus thing is. We need cat puns and butt stuff. Okay.
All of the explosive. And this is gonna take a while.
I guess another seizure warning might be. What? Oh no! The explosions got so close to me. The gun was shooting fast enough to explode on the in the air explosion.
Ah.
Huh. That was weird.
Shooting too fast, bro.
It was exploding on the explosions that were exploding. You know what? Where's this guy? There's a dude bro over here. Fuck him.
Fuck him in particular.
Oh yeah, time for my speed run. New record. 1 second.
Oof.
Oh god, I haven't played this again. Oh no, Ryan, did you just get here? Oh, I'm wrapping up because I've been doing this for 2 hours. Whenever we're not playing, whenever I'm not playing, randomizer with Doger and Fat Tony, I do Jet Force Gemini. I just got past a crazy part that was constantly crashing on me. That's Lucas's upgrades, I don't want those.
And he got put in, Nightbot put him in timeout because he used all caps.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can we tell Nightbot to shut up? Oops. Who's the person who wanted the teddy bears dead?
Most people. Juan did.
Does that make you happy?
Jeez. It's pretty graphic.
Hey, look, teddy bears. Hey, look, a baby and a family. Oh, look, it's a brother, a daughter. It's a brother, a daughter, a baby, and a single mother.
Oh, that's super graphic for a kid's game.
This is a kid's game.
We're just about wrapping up here, Tony.
Did you see the Megadeth?
No.
Okay. What I unfortunately had to do in order to make, to get past the boss, what I think it was to some degree. Oh yeah, it lagged when I blew them up too. What I had to do in order to get past the boss and get the game to not crash was I had to turn on infinite ammo so I could do enough damage to bypass the attack that was crashing the game. And for a couple moments, the other sections was a very serious seizure warning. I did the announcement beforehand, but I'm also going to put a timestamp in the video after the fact that I want you to, what's it called? Pin. Just in case. But I got past it, and to my understanding, that is the only part in the emulation that'll have a problem. So I've been spending the rest of the minutes winding down, talking to chat, and getting rid of the 999 missiles that I'm not supposed to have because of the cheat.
I'm wondering why you're shooting the... Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I am at 80 missiles out of 20. I have a maximum of 20 missiles.
Oh.
So I'm fixing my ammo count.
Ah. Well, you have
Making
that.
it a little fair.
There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. So, thank you all for joining me for Jet Force Gemini. We're gonna do one more wrap up of what's going on. Have we made anything with the Patreon since I started streaming? Anything pop up?
I can refresh the page.
As a quick reminder for those who may not know,
Nothing.
our
No news. No,
Yeah.
no new inquiries.
Our Patreon is only a little bit more than $50 away from $500 a month, and we are currently working towards being able to use that $500 a month to make original content for Fat Dog Studios. So if you want to help support us becoming a genuine, real studio with our own stuff, then Patreon is the way to do that.
Yep. And the tiers will be upgraded to reflect that, by the way.
Yeah, all the tiers will be changed up to do new nifty things that'll be supported with the original content, such as the chance for certain people to be able to maybe show off have their face show up in the whatever it is that we design. So
Yep.
news for how that will be and how that'll work and what we'll do about that will be forthcoming once we know that the Patreon finances will be stable enough for us to proceed. So thank you all for being with me. Thank you all for struggling through that as much as I have. For the past couple months, I've been trying to figure out how to get past that crash. And we're past it. And now I'm super excited because the only thing left for Velva is to walk her into the door, start the cutscene to put her into Bizarre's palace, and then we will be doing the Lupus levels, which means next time on Jet Force Gemini, Twin Mantis robots. You will see the ender of childhoods next time on Jet Force Gemini. Thank you all and good night.